is going on, Fox fans? Check it out. We are back with another cool little grenade review here. Again, these are their T238s. Usually I just search by this and you can typically find them because there's a lot of different manufacturers who make this. So we were able to pick a few of these up off of Amazon. You can check it out right here. I think they were about, when we got them, they were about 50 bucks for two. And, you know, with everything that's going on nowadays, we've noticed that prices have gone up because some things are just getting a little scarce. And we've had these, if you guys remember, we've had these for, wow, almost 2 months, almost 2.5 months. And the thing is when we got these, we couldn't figure it out. I was like, why is it just exploding right when I take out the pin? Before I could get it even out of my hand, the thing was just exploding with all the stuff, and I couldn't figure it out why. So I actually had to break it down and kind of say, what is the problem here? So here's the thing, guys, is when we got both of ours, we noticed, again, it was going off instantly. So we had to take it apart, and we noticed this piece right here. This sits typically right there, right? This little thing in there kind of slides on that kind of little needle there and kind of controls it going up. So we noticed that on both of ours, and I'll pull it up here so you guys can see it, that right there was broken. And it was very hard to kind of see, and they're broken on both of them. I was like, gosh, something has got to be wrong. Someone just over-torqued it. And you're going to notice on each of these, you have this little kind of, well, you can kind of see it right here. Right there, we have that little nut on there, and then you have the Allen wrench, or the nut here and the Allen wrench there. That controls how long it takes to explode. And these are vastly different than, say, these ones right here. You guys can check the review out right there. These were more impact, right? These were more impact-based. The T238s by Vendor, kind of the same thing. It's just you throw these, and when they hit the ground, boom, they go off, right? But sometimes you want a delayed reaction. So you maybe want to open this, throw it, have it hit a door, bounce around, and then go off. I mean, again, both these are, they're both great. We'll probably do a versus video later on, but I don't know. I like to carry at least one of each because you never know when you want to just throw it over a bunker and when it hits to go off, or have it ricochet off something and then go off, right? But anyways, again, we noticed that both of our tops were broken. So we ended up contacting the company saying, hey, like somebody over-torqued these at the factory because they're just broken and there's nothing we could do. You can't really fix that. And that'd be a really difficult part to 3D print. So with that said, is they were actually kind enough to send us more of these. So you can see here, these are the little replacement pieces. They sent us 3, which was awesome. So, you know, in case we break one. So we have the 2. I went ahead and put just one of them on, but then I left this one here because I really kind of want to do a breakdown of this to kind of show you how it works. But yeah, they sent us 3, which is awesome. Now, when you get these, they come with kind of a little replacement bag here. So you got about 4 little O-rings here because, you know, over time, those O-rings that kind of go on that piston will wear out. So you got 4. I mean, this is going to last you a long time, and they give you a nice little Allen wrench there to take the top off when you do it. Now, looking at the nade itself, again, this is well built. I mean, I got bigger hands, and look at this. I mean, I could chuck this thing far, and you could fit a lot in this comparison to this. So if you see, I mean, look at that. This thing is about almost 1.5 times the capacity as this. This, I think, is really more meant for airsoft. Comparison to this is really meant for just a wide variety. But I was able to easily fit 15 rifle rounds in here. I mean, and that was a lot just going off at once. And I kind of want to show how this thing breaks down just so you guys can see. Really, I never got into the whole bottom of this. I didn't want to break it all the way open. But really, there's only 3 pieces at the top. You have that needle piece right here, right? Which is what slides on this. So that O-ring creates friction. And depending on how tight you put that little, how tight you do the Allen wrench right there, it grips on to this. So it's going to take longer, or it's going to be really quick. And, you know, you got to kind of adjust it to figure out what works best for you. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. Usually if you tight it too much, it actually won't go. So I think the max is like 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So you usually have this little cap piece which just goes on, which is kind of nice. This little piece usually sits right on the back like that. And then this just goes right over the top. Well, if it were to fit in there. So it goes right over the top. So the top will look something like that. And then you could easily get to that screw or that Allen head right there to adjust it when you guys are kind of, you know, kind of messing with this thing. Now, what's really nice about this is you also had that little pin, right? Got that little pin right there. Now, don't lose these because I don't know where else you can get these things, so don't lose them. They do come one with each. I didn't get any extras. And, you know, I probably wouldn't put this on a belt or anything like that because I feel like if you're running, I feel like it's going to fall out. It is snug in there, but I feel like it is going to fall out if you do it. And there's nothing that I see on here that, you know, is going to allow you to hook this other than this to a belt. So you might want to keep this in a pouch. You know, some people were saying, well, you can put it on your waistband right here. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of sketchy. But either way, you know, just don't lose the pin. Now, to fire this thing is pretty straightforward. You just pull the pin, right? And I'll pull it up here. You pull the pin, you throw it, and depending on your timer that is set on the top, boom, it goes off. So check that out. That's pretty cool, right? And this flung a lot of rounds really far in all kinds of directions. On my demo right there that I'm showing you guys, again, I only think I did like maybe 12 rounds. Even though you could really fit like 15, maybe 16 Nerf rounds in here, Nerf rival rounds, really easy. So you can check it out. Watch this. I'll hold it in my hand here. So this goes, and right out. Whoa, right there it went. So some of you guys are thinking, well, how do you load that thing? So loading it is pretty simple, right? Instead of holding it, kind of getting it all ready, you can actually just put them all down like this. And if you kind of swivel the top, and I got to do it with my bottom here. There you go. If you pull up and swivel the top, it locks it so it can go like that, right? So you don't have to hold these because technically it's held by the top. And then you could shove your rival rounds down in there. And again, you could get like 4, 5, 6 different rival rounds down in there pretty easy. And I've seen some people put Nerf darts in here. Again, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bottom came out. Again, a lot of people will put Nerf, like half-length darts in here. Some people will put, airsoft BBs. So once you filled up all of your sides, you clamp it back down, throw your pin back in, and you're good to go. Again, I just slammed 5 in there. You could definitely get 6 or 7 if you really just kind of cram them in there. I don't know what's best, right? I haven't really tried the small darts or the half-length darts out of here. I'm assuming they wouldn't do so bad, but I mean, I kind of like the rival rounds because they bounce everywhere. But, you know, you guys, overall, I mean, look at the construction of this thing. It is well built. I mean, it feels good. It is unique. I think when the prices of these come down a little bit, I think that, you know, picking up 2 of these is something you definitely got to have. Because, you know, kids are hiding behind bunkers and stuff like that. You got to be able to get them out of there, and this is a way to do it. Throw it over the top of it, let it go off, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get somebody. And again, you know, mixing and matching between both these, you know, I like to have either or because there's certain times when I want it to bounce off something and then go, but there's also certain times where I just want to throw it on the ground and just have it go off. But again, we'll do kind of a compare and contrast on these a little bit later. I just briefly wanted to go over this and kind of talk about, again, you know, we've had these things for months, and if any of you guys are experiencing kind of some of the same issues we were with, you know, with the broken tops up there, or you can't figure out, you know, you're adjusting it, but it's going off to super quick, yeah, go ahead and take off that top cap with those 3 Allen bolts there and take a look at your kind of piece that goes on that priming pin because I'm almost positive that is broke. And I don't know, how ours broke. It looks like somebody really just torqued both them down and threw them in the package because they were brand new when we got them off Amazon. But either way, I had to say, you know what, pick a few of these up. I think they're super cool. You know, definitely something unique, and it's a little bit different than an actual blaster itself. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Definitely subscribe. Come on, if you guys haven't already. And yeah, get in on those giveaways that we're doing. We want you guys to win some cool stuff. Anyways, let me know if you guys have these because I'm very curious if some of you guys out there have picked these up also because I want to hear what you guys are putting in here. You know, small length darts, rival rounds, airsoft BBs. We're kind of curious. Anyways, thanks again, Fox fans. Have a good one.